What's up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1, trying to get 1% profit every single day until I get to $1 million. Right now, we're sitting on day 464 of this challenge with a total capital of $7,820, all the way from $1. Pretty nuts. A lot of updates today, a lot of big stuff. Probably gonna be a long episode. We're also doing the community battle royale challenge, where I'm testing your guys' strategies, and I got a lot of bonuses, sports bets. It's gonna be a pretty big episode, hopefully in a good way. It's gonna be a long one though, so lock in, sit back, relax, and get ready to see some hopefully good bankroll progress today. But on day 464, couple updates before we hop into some gameplay. Bear with me for a few minutes here. We have some sports bets for the day. If you're new here, basically I just sports bet, invest my money, and I gamble to try to get 1% profit every single day. These are the bets back from April 23rd, 2026. I tell volume bets on Instagram. There's a link to his page in my Discord server if you join there. He posts all his stuff for free. He's good at what he does, so I just follow the professionals. And we had a profitable day sports bet. We made $16.24 in profit with those 3 bets there. Coming back to the sheet, couple other updates actually before we do that. Let's hop into some bonuses. So these are for day 464, the one we're on right now, and then the next day too. So we have 2 days of bonuses here. The first one, as you can see, is this is on Fanatics. So this was a deposit bonus to get casino credits, and we could get up to $100, which is pretty crazy. So I had to put in $200 to get $100. So basically just move like $200 from another casino app into this app, just move money around the bankroll to get that deposit bonus. But that's a pretty easy bonus right there. Big bonus too. So I put $200 in, and as you can see there, we have the casino credit of $100. So it's proof that, you know, we're playing with the bonus there. And you can see up top here, we got that $100 bonus. So I'd go on Takeoff, which is like a crash type game, go on a 1.01x, thinking it's super safe, and we are able to cash that out to get $100 in bonuses. This is for the next day, but I'm going to show you guys this now. This was a deposit match, again on Fanatics, and it was a 20% match up to $20. So put $100 in here to get $20 in casino credits. Super straightforward, pretty much the same thing, but just not as good. So again, you can see the $20 up there that popped up. We're gonna do $20 on Takeoff, and that cashes out. So we just got $100 on the first day, $20 on the second day. All right, coming back over to the sheet, we also had some movement in our crypto portfolio, which is Bitcoin and XRP. That went up about $17 right there. And our investment account, which is invested in the stock market with a bunch of ETFs, that went up. Actually, that went down $7. So pretty much like stayed flat, nothing super big there. So yeah, between the $100 bonus, I also had $2 extra of bonuses between the different apps that I use. We had $102 in bonuses for the day, $16 in sports betting profits. So since we had such a big increase, I could just drag these numbers down here. And you can see for the day that we already made 1.67% profit. So that means we don't have to gamble today, which is perfect. We don't want to gamble. Gamble is a bad no-no. It's very risky and dangerous, as we could tell recently. Last episode, if you didn't watch it, I got absolutely torched. Lost $331. It's pretty rough. I also won $2, but the loss definitely offset the win there. So yeah, we've been losing a good bit recently, but it's all good. It's all good. But I'm happy we don't have to gamble today. So we're gonna just move on to the next day here, which is day 465. For day 465, we're sitting at $7,888. And again, we had some sports bets for the day. And this is back from April 24th, 2026. These are our sports bets. Again, I track volume bets on Instagram, and it's pretty much a break-even day. I think I profited like $2.50 in sports bets, so nothing crazy. Pretty much break even. Very minimal there, but yeah, rather have a flat day than a bad day when it comes to sports betting. This is also the day that I had the $20 in bonuses. So overall in the day, we had $21 in bonuses So $20 from that deposit match, and then another $1 from one of these other apps here. And then, $2.50 from sports betting. And then other than that, our crypto portfolio stayed flat, and our investment account went up about $44. So because of that, our 1% profit goal should be about $79. A 4% stop loss would be $315. But we already made a lot of profit, so we just need to get $10.62 on the website today. Gambling. Hopefully it's an easy day. And we're going to do some strategies for the challenge now. So, kind of talked about this last couple episodes, but just to kind of preface this, we're doing a bunch of strategies that the viewers submitted, and we're running them head to head, just like all at once here. And if it wins, if it profits, it moves on to the next round. If it loses, it's knocked out. It's like a battle royale style. So last man standing, whoever wins the farthest is the last man standing. That's all it is. If you lose, you're killed, you're knocked out, boom, winners move on. So for today, we're going to do one of my strategies again. I threw a couple of my strategies in here just to compare them to everyone else's to see how they can keep up, or if they are way worse than your guys' strategies. That's kind of the whole method here, is just to see, if my strategies are doing good that I run all the time, or if I should start, switching some strategies around. But today, since we have to get to like $10 in profits, super easy, hopefully small profit day, I'm going to run this Blackjack strategy, and it's super simple. All it really is I mentioned this a while back, but AI, I use ChatGPT, it suggested if I'm down anywhere below 2%, which today I'm not down, but I'm just going to use the same strategy. It suggested a flat bet on Blackjack. So if I'm down like 2%, it suggested a flat bet 1% to get to the profit goal. And that way, if I lose, I only go down an additional like 2%. If I win, I'm up an additional, I'll get the 1% profit goal. So the way it works is like I just go down 2%. So I'm gonna risk like 2 hands to win 1 hand of profit. Very straightforward. So either way today, it should be a very light day. If I bust, I won't be down tremendous. If I win, it'll be a nice little profit. I figure with like $10, a lot of these strategies that you guys submitted, I have to have like a bigger balance. So I figured this would be a good day just to run this one, give it a little shot, and we'll get into it. All right, I should have mentioned as well too, the way all these strategies are gonna work is I'm gonna use 4 units to try to profit 1 unit. So basically 100% of whatever's playable for the day, I'm trying to profit 25% on every single strategy. So they're all even though the numbers will change each day. We're always trying to get 25% in profit. So it keeps things fair for everyone. But here's the deal. This is all we have on the website. We have $157. I talked about this last episode. I know most of you guys probably watch all my videos, but if you didn't see it, one of the biggest things in this challenge, you can see I have $0 in the vault. One of the biggest things in this challenge is I really don't want to have to like move money into the website, right? We want to ideally profit gambling, which is like the dumbest thing to say, but we want to profit as much as we can and ideally move money out. So we made some profit recently. We moved money out, we invested it in stuff, which is good, but we're coming down to like that stage now where we might have to deposit money. So today I'm trying to keep it very light and not push it and risk it. We're trying to just kind of protect the balance, we're trying to prevent from redepositing. So hopefully make some profit overall in this video. That's kind of the goal today. But either way, like I said, the way the strategy works, we're trying to get $10.62 in profit to reach our profit goal. And this is the one that AI suggested to me. So we have to get $10.62. So that's like our 1% profit goal for the day. To get there, obviously it's way less than 1%, but we're just using the same strategy with the numbers that we need. And have our 4% stop loss, which like technically is 4 times this. It's the way I'm kind of treating this, just because that's how the whole challenge is working. I know I'm just rambling right now, but we're only gonna be going down 2% worst case scenario. That's the way the AI strategy is supposed to work for Blackjack. You either go up 1% or down 2%. So realistically, we would only go down to like $21. We're not gonna go down past that. But it's very simple. We're just trying to get like 1 win. And then if we lose, we're trying to get 2 wins to recover. If we lose again, we're done. So last video, I played Blackjack on originals and got absolutely torched. Like just destroyed, like disrespected, just degraded. So I'm hoping today's a little bit better. Off to a rough start though. We have an 18 against the 10. It is a stand, and they're gonna pull a 20. So now from here, we have to get 2 wins. If we get one more loss, the strategy busts, and we're done. And we got a 12 against the 10. We gotta hit that, and we gotta hit the 15, and we bust. All right, so we're done. Calling it there. We're not gonna risk anymore. We're already down $21. That's the strategy. And the way that really is meant to be, like AI suggested, is just on days where I'm already down going into the day trying to like chase losses and recover, you just take your loss there and call it, so you don't go down another like 2%. It's kind of the idea there. So in a real world situation, even though like this really is part of the challenge, that would just prevent us from going down even deeper. Just take a small loss, call it a day, move on. So kind of the idea, but either way it lost. So we're gonna just move on with the day, and we'll move on to some more strategies. Before we move on, I do want to try, I'm not gonna try it. I'm gonna show you guys one thing real quick. So I haven't done this in a very long time. We're gonna go to our VIP real quick and claim our Rakeback. As you can see here, I'm at 90% towards Platinum 1, so that's pretty sick. I'm pretty close to that. Hopefully that's a pretty good bonus. But we're gonna claim our Rakeback and use this for the next day. So we have $14.34 of USDC to claim in Rakeback. I haven't claimed this in a very long time, so we're gonna claim that. Just want to show you guys that there. 1443. That'll be added to our balance there. So that's a nice little addition. And we're gonna use that for the next day to kind of bring our profit pool down a little bit. Day 465 was a loss. I lost $21 though, not too bad, not too bad. That's why I ran that strategy. I figured it's better to do that than like trying to actually do like $79 bets. I figured we tried on a very low profit pool, because I mean that strategy is kind of risky, I understand that, but the idea is really just to keep your balance kind of flat. Either you go up 1%, down 2%, you know. But with a $10.62 profit pool, we only went down like 21 bucks. Not too upset about that. It does suck, but you know, we'll take it. That's why I ran it. So yeah, even though we went down gambling $21 for the day there, we still went up 0.59% just from the investment accounts, sports betting, and some bonuses. So we'll take that. This number here, negative 3.54%, is what we did over the past week. So I keep track of every week how much the bankroll changes. We've had, you know, some really good weeks. The purple ones are the month change, so you know you'll probably see these numbers pop up a lot. But yeah, so for the past week we went down 3.54%, which really honestly isn't that bad. I mean, that's obviously from, you know, this right after the, I guess you guys can't see that right there. So right after this one, we went up about 3% the previous week, and then we took a losing day there, 2 wins, losing day, some wins, and then another losing day. So we only went down like 3.54%. Really not that bad. It's not that big of a drop. You know, these drops look huge when you get a 4%, almost a 5%. It hurts, but you know, you gotta take a step back sometimes and look. You know, over the week we only went down 3.5%. It's not the end of the world. It's really not that bad. 7 days could be a lot worse. So moving on to day 466, we are sitting at $7,891. We had some sports bets for the day. Very good day sports betting. We made a total of $36.96 sports betting, so we'll definitely take that. We had 1 losing bet for the day, and yeah, pretty good day there. So there's proof that we did that. And then our investment accounts, we had the crypto account go down about $13. The investment account, this was over the weekend in the stock market, so it just stayed flat. And then we just claimed our Rakeback. So since we're sitting at $7,891, our 1% profit pool should be about $79. And since we already made some profit, we're trying to get $53.70. But I'm gonna use the Rakeback to kind of add to that profit pool, just to kind of give us a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a boost. So we really need to get like $39 today in profit. So we'll see if we can pull it off. Yeah, so we're gonna check out the strategy for today real quick. My strategy just lost, so I'm gonna mark this red just to show you guys that strategy is not profitable. So there you go, it's knocked out. One of my strategies is not worth it. We're gonna try this pump balance strat by, I think it's Sweet You Yash. I don't know how to pronounce that, but we're trying his pump strategy and we'll give it a shot. So I'm gonna hop on the website, set this up, and I'll explain how it works, and then we'll try to make some profit. All right, here's the deal. We have $50.03 in the vault. I just pulled out enough to get us to $100 for the strategy. Here's the game plan. We're gonna try this strategy first. If it profits, we're going to try a different strategy for the same day here. I'm gonna try to do 2 strategies today, but this one has to profit. If this one busts, then we're just done. We're gonna have to move money over, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt emotionally. Let's reset the live stats. The way the strategy works by Sweet You Yash. I don't know how to pronounce it, dude. Hopefully it's close enough. Either way, the way he set this up, okay, it's an auto strategy on pump. It is starting balance. He suggested when he submitted this is $20. You use 1 cent as your bet amount. So I'll explain how I'm gonna run this, but we're gonna use his parameters to start. So we're gonna do 1 cent. It's a hard difficulty. You're gonna go for 8 pumps, and on win you'll reset, and on loss he originally said increase by 38%, but he said for low risk only increase by 30%. And then stop on profit, we're doing 25% of our balance, which the way I'm gonna run this, sorry, I'm just gonna move this around, just trying to read his strategy off. Okay, so the way I'm gonna run this first, okay, we're gonna try doing it the way he suggested it, $20 with 1 cent, and just to see how this works, see how like risky it is, see if it profits, just kind of get a feel for it. I don't test any of these. I only gamble on camera, so I don't do any practice, or I don't test anything off camera at all. Everything is recorded. That's the whole point of my entire documentary. That's the way I would describe it, but it's like a series, I know. But I document everything I do. So I'm trying to, you know, keep it very, trying to keep integrity here. So like I said, we're gonna try to do stop on loss $20, try to profit 25%, which would be $5, using the 1% base bet, or I guess, sorry, the 1 cent base bet. And if this profits, we will use the entire balance of $100. Well, I guess it'd be $105 to try to get another $20. If this busts, we will still have $80. I'm gonna try to get $20 of profit, which will be 25%. That'll bring us back to $100, and then we'll try it again to get to $125 in profit, or 125 total. Hopefully that makes sense. That's my plan for today. And I'm very nervous because I really want this to profit. I want to make money today, or at least I keep the balance stagnant. I don't want to have to deposit money. So that's my mindset right now. I always try to show you guys what I'm thinking, how I want this to play out, what's always going through my head. And it seems a little bit risky going for 8 pumps on hard. I don't know if this one counts. I don't think the 1x counts. I'm not 100% sure, but if it does, I mean, it says a win chance of 100%. So I think that, I don't know if that counts as a pump, but if it does, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is a 16% chance, and it's a 6x. So I'm not really sure. I never really played pump in my life. Maybe like once in this entire challenge, if that, when it first came out. But let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Very nervous. Very nervous. Off to a rough start. Couple losses there. Okay. It's starting to dip pretty good here. There's a win. Okay. Doesn't seem extremely risky. I guess we haven't really seen it like increase the bet too much though. I mean, I feel like this can go on a crazy loss streak. Going for 8 pumps on hard. I feel like hard's a pretty crazy difficulty. I'm not too sure though. I'm not familiar with this game. We'll give this a shot. It's almost like halfway there though, the way we're running it. So if this profits, a little staircase action over here. It's gonna start dipping really quick here. There's a win. I'm trying to get $5 in profit, by the way. It should stop. Okay, there it is. Kind of nerve-wracking. Not too bad though. It's not too bad. I'm sure that can really get scary if it goes below the profit, like way down here and stuff. It starts getting negative. But yeah, I don't know. That was a very clean run. I kind of wish I just did the entire $100 on that, obviously, since it profited. But here we go. I'm so nervous, dude. We've just been losing so much recently. All right, let's lock in here. So since we already profited $5, I guess it would be fair. It would be fair. Like I said, we're always trying to get 25% for everyone. So if I did $100 trying to get $20 more, that's a little bit unfair because it's just getting like a 20% return. Even though I just kind of ran it once and it worked out. Weird scenario because I technically just won. I got, numbers don't matter. It profited 25%. Technically did win right there. Trying to think, should I count that as the win for the challenge and then just take my own risk with the $100 and try to get 20% return? Probably a smart move, honestly. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. We're gonna do that. I think that's smart for the way I'm gonna play this challenge. Gives us more progressions to try to get that profit. Technically, that did just win to move on to the next round because, like I said, we used $20 as our stop loss. It did profit 25%. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. If it wins again, it definitely deserves to move on. But at this rate, this is kind of on me. So same thing. We're just increasing the bet size since we're increasing the usable balance to $100. We're gonna increase the bet amount by 5. Since this should be 20, increase those as 20. Okay, I think we're good. Still pretty nervous, but we're gonna rip it. Keep instant bet off. All right, here we go. We make another $20 in profit. I mean, really, I should be even safer. Let's just go for 1950 because we already have an extra 50 cents. Keep it at that. All right, here we go. And these bet sizes get way bigger since we're already starting off at 5 cents. Gonna get kind of scary. And if this busts immediately, I'm gonna be very upset. Bro, come on. Why did it stop? Why did that stop? All right. Okay. All right. This is crushing my soul right now, though. All right. 820. I'm gonna do this manually. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm acting like this is like the end of the challenge for some reason. If we have to deposit money, but it stresses me out. All right, so 820. I'm gonna increase it by 30% to be 1066. We only have a few more bets left. That's what's sketching me out, and we're trying to go for 8 clicks, which is a 8.41%. Yeah, 8.41. Okay. All right. Here we go. Go for 8 clicks immediately. Sick. That's so sick. All right. We're gonna go up to 1385. Go for 8 clicks here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. I kind of just want to cash that out, honestly. We gotta run the strategy how it's supposed to go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, I figured I gotta cash that out. Yeah, I'm gonna cash that out. I'm gonna cash that. Oh, wait, what? Well, that worked out way better than I thought it would. I didn't realize how much profit that was. Dang, okay. Well, I should have cashed that out way earlier. I guess the strategy, though, it would say to go to here. And I think there's a way to check. Nah, I thought there was a way to check like how far it would have gone. But either way, that was super stressful. Yeah, sorry. I know I try not to get like super emotional and stuff, but yeah, I don't know why I'm treating like the redeposit like so stressful. I'd love to be able to hang on tight and grow it back in the website. That's just where I'm at. But we've made profit. We got $38 in profit. Strategy definitely did it twice, so we're gonna move on to the next round. I'm gonna enter this in a sheet and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay, so we'll move this over to the next round of the challenge here, and we'll mark that green. So there we go. Another winning strategy. We'll move that on to the next round, and we'll just keep running until they bust. Other than that, though, that's it for the challenge. We're gonna enter those numbers in real quick. So we did profit, I guess our total balance with the vault and our balance in the account there is 188. And then we'll drag this down here. And then we gotta back out our Rakeback, because that's counting that currently as gambling profits, which it is not gambling profits. So there we go. Okay. For day 466, we made about $38 in profit, which is our 1% profit goal pretty much. Should be an extra 9 cents, so I think that would kind of bring us to that 1%. We're just gonna leave it as it is. I'm not too picky about that. We had a total of $15.43 in bonuses between the different apps and sports books that we use. And then, like I said, we had about $37 in sports betting profits for the day there. And we'll back that out there. So on the video overall, just to do a little bit of a recap, we went up a total of $124 over the course of 3 days here. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. We'll take that. Take that. Better than going backwards for sure. Right behind that $8,000 mark, we've been sitting there for such a long time, man. We've been struggling, I guess like right around here maybe, if you want to count it here. About 15 days, 2 weeks, we've been just sitting at the same spot, which is cool. Rather be staying flat than going backwards. Other than that though, for gambling today, we went down a total of $21 gambling. And then trying to get the right numbers here. In bonuses, we had a total of, sorry, I think that was actually wrong. For gambling today, we went up $16.67. I had to adjust the Excel sheet here. And then for bonuses, we had a total of $138 in bonuses. And then for sports betting, we made a total of $56 in sports bets. So a pretty good episode. A lot of money in bonuses, a lot of money in sports bets, and then a little bit of gambling profits. Take that all day. Other than that though, as always, I try to show you guys our graph here. Probably sitting around right in this area here. So, you know, staying pretty flat, but up big time. And then finally, here is our little bit of a tracking the data. We have these like little charts here. So sports betting total profit from April 2026 onwards. So that's only like a month of sports betting right there. $320 just from sports betting in 1 month. Wish I would have tracked that throughout the entire challenge, but that's crazy. It's really good profit just in 1 month there. And then we have our basis in our investments. So on our crypto portfolio of XRP and Bitcoin, we're up about 0.4%, nothing crazy. And then our stock market ETF account, we're up 12%. Total bonuses claimed throughout the entire challenge is $3,600. And our win rate gambling is about 70%. And that's probably about it today. We're gonna keep it at that. 3 days of playthrough. Got a couple strategies tested for the challenge, and profitable video, profitable 3 days. we'll take that. That's really good. I think all days were profit. Is that correct? Yeah, there we got profit all 3 days. So yeah, I'm happy with that. We're gonna take that all day. We had a lot of losing days recently, so we're gonna take a couple days profit and keep it pushing, man. Hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys learned something. It's a pretty stressful episode for me. I don't know why. For whatever reason, man, this 188, I don't know why it's bothering me so much. I think it's just like a mental factor of like defeat almost if I have to like redeposit money in the website. I don't know. It's really like stressing me out though to like not have to redeposit. I don't know why that's in my brain so much, but hopefully we don't have to. We're gonna try to like work this back up depending on the next couple days here. Looks like the next day is pretty tough. We're gonna have to get $109. So probably have to redeposit to figure that out. Or we'll change something up. We'll figure it out the next episode. But subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Leave a comment with any thoughts or suggestions. And don't gamble. It's a losing game long run. Invest your money, save it, do something smart with it. Until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.